Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by hills and forests, lived a brave and curious boy named Divyam. He loved exploring nature and helping others. One day, he heard an old tale from his grandfather about the mountain of Wishes, a magical peak where a glowing stone could grant a selfless wish to anyone who reached the top. But the mountain was not easy to climb. It was filled with wild winds, tricky paths, and mysterious challenges. Many had tried, but no one had ever made it to the top. When Divyam heard the story, he made a bold decision. "I'll climb the mountain," he said, "not to wish for toys or gold, but to help everyone in our village get clean water." Early the next morning, with a backpack full of food, water, and his lucky whistle, Divyam set off. Birds chirped above him, and the trees whispered with the wind. He walked through thick forests, crossed wobbly wooden bridges, and even helped a stuck deer escape a thorn bush. Halfway up the mountain, Divyam met a tired traveller who had slipped and twisted his ankle. Without thinking twice, Divyam helped him make a safe shelter and shared his food and water. The traveller was thankful and gave Divyam a glowing compass, saying, "This will guide only kind hearts to the top." As the path got steeper and the wind stronger, Divyam stayed brave. A giant storm rolled in, with lightning flashing and thunder booming. But Divyam remembered his mission to help his village and pushed forward. Finally, after climbing the last rocky ledge, Divyam stood at the top. There it was, the glowing stone, shining like the sun. He placed his hand on it and whispered, "Please give my village fresh, clean water forever." The stone glowed even brighter, and a warm wind blew across the land. At that moment, far below, springs of water began bubbling up in the village. The people cheered and danced under the clear blue sky. Divyam came back home tired but proud. He didn't bring treasure or magic toys, but something better. He brought hope, change, and a lesson for everyone. Moral: true courage is not about fighting dragons or flying high. It's about helping others even when the path is hard. When we think of others before ourselves, magic really happens.